I rise to present House Resolution 77, an apology from our House to all Americans of Japanese ancestry for the past legislative actions of this legislature in support of the unjust exclusion, removal, and incarceration of Japanese Americans during World War II. Yesterday marked the 78th anniversary of President Franklin Roosevelt's Executive Order 9066, which led to the mass incarceration of over 120,000 Japanese Americans without due process of law. In 1988, President Ronald Reagan signed the Civil Liberties Act, which issued an apology on behalf of the nation for this grave injustice. This historic act of Congress found that the mass incarceration of Japanese Americans was not justified by military necessity, but instead was caused by, quote, race prejudice, wartime hysteria, and a failure of political leadership. And so you may ask, why is this resolution necessary? This House needs to acknowledge its past mistakes and learn the lessons of history to make sure that we do not allow history to repeat itself. During the years leading up to World War II, California led the nation in fanning the flames of racism and immigrant scapegoating against Japanese Americans. Our House, our legislature in this chamber passed discriminatory laws like the Alien Land Law Act of 1913, which prohibited Japanese immigrants from owning homes or farms. We also passed Senate Concurrent Resolution 15, which after Pearl Harbor called for the firing of all Japanese American state employees because they were feared to be spies. We need to acknowledge this institution's past mistakes in order to learn from them. Furthermore, this resolution is necessary because we see what is happening in our country today. Migrant children from Mexico and Central America being held indefinitely in a former World War II Japanese American camp at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Muslim immigrants being profiled and targeted with sweeping travel bans. Clearly, we still have much to learn from the lessons of history to make sure that we do not allow history to repeat itself. Last but certainly not least, this apology is long overdue. Most Japanese Americans who were in camp have already passed away. But this apology is important to many camp survivors still alive, including those who are here with us today. Members, I respectfully ask for your support for House Resolution 77.
Mr. Muratsuchi, you are again recognized for your guest introduction.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. We have a group of survivors, of camp survivors, as well as their family who have joined us today for this historic resolution. With us today are Christine Umeda, who was in the Tule Lake and Hard Mountain Camp, Marion Uchida, Tule Lake, Jeanette Inoue, Tule Lake, Marielle Tsukamoto, Jerome, Kiyo Sato, Poston, Les Uchida, Jerome, Alan Korematsu, who's the grandnephew of Fred Korematsu, and representing the gentleman formerly incarcerated at Hart Mountain, the former mayor of San Jose, the former congressman and former United States Secretary of Transportation, Norman Mineta, are his sons, Dave and Stuart Mineta. Please join me in welcoming them to the Assembly Chambers.